Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today I'm bringing you a TDM on Hazard. I'm using the Commando with, I believe, Flat Jacket, Sleight of Hand, and Tactical Master, maybe Hardened. I'm not really positive. And you might be wondering why I'm using Flat Jacket and Tactical Master Hardened. The reason I'm using this is because I want some variety, and I'm also trying out new things. Is basically what I'm doing. Commando's sort of a standard weapon, but trying out the Flat Jacket, I like it a lot. Probably going to try to get Flat Jacket Pro, because I really haven't gone for Pro perks. Really, I've just been going for like kills and all that. But I'm probably going to start going for perks again, and I'll probably end up going for Flat Jacket and Tactical Mask first. Mainly because of Flat Jacket, what you can do is basically, I don't know if you guys probably already know this, but when you have Flat Jacket Pro, you can throw back a grenade. But the best thing about it, I think, is that when you throw back a grenade, it actually restarts the timer for the grenade. So let's say that the grenade is about to blow up and you pick it up, it restarts the whole timer, so you have time to cook it, and the enemy team has no idea. Because not really many people run Flat Jacket Pro, and that's the thing. A lot of people are running, Ghost, Sleight of Hand of Ninja, and there's nothing really wrong with that. Because like I said before, Ghost or Cold Blooded or whatever you want to call it, UAV Jam or whatever it's called, has always been in Call of Duty. It's not something new. It's just that there's not really many other perks to cancel it out. So that's why many people don't like Ghost users, but I really don't mind. I enjoy playing Call of Duty either way. So right here, as you can tell, I'm sort of just gaining my kills in one area, and I don't know, a lot of people are using snipers, and I guess that's kind of good for Hazard 18, but that's one of the reasons that I don't use snipers, is because I know a lot of other people are going to use snipers. So what I do is I just get an assault rifle and SMG, and I basically either rush or choose an area that I know they're going to come through, such as the one I'm using now. And throughout this game, I'm going to have to switch weapons a lot, because I'm not using Scavenger, and normally I would use Scavenger, but I've just really been liking Flat Jacket, mainly because of the fact that I don't die as much from Claymores, and I really... I think I'm using Tac Mask because I didn't really get affected by that Nova Gas. But like I was saying, I'm really liking Flat Jacket, mainly because I'm not dying by as much camper tools, as you would say. As you can see right here, I have to switch the dual M9s, and I kill like 2 people with them, and then I switch. But like I was saying, I'm really using Flat Jacket. I'm gonna start using a lot more, and I'm gonna try to change up my kill streaks too. Right now, I was just using basic kill streaks because I haven't used them in a long time. But I'll probably be using stuff like UAV, counter spy plane, or whatever it's called. It's probably a lot more mortar teams, sentry guns, and stuff like that, just to experiment. I especially want to start using sentry guns and napalm strike, because what they can do is that you might not get kills with it, but what you can do is you can set an area that the enemy team doesn't want to pass through. Therefore, you can flank them, or you can choose a different area that they'll go through. Like in Hazard, for example, if, as you can see, I'm on there's an aerial view for you. You could set up a sentry gun on the right side of the map, and then therefore they'll have to be very cautious when they go there, and making them a little bit more cautious as to where they go, and then they'll probably end up going the left way or the right way, whichever way you place the sentry gun and or napalm strike. And so I'm going to start experimenting a lot more, get into the nitty gritty of Call of Duty, and really just, even though the game's been out for about 8 or 9 months, I'm not really sure, it's still fun to play, because there's so much to explore, there's so much to do in just one map. I mean, there's so many tactics in Hazard that I found already. There's a lot of spots people like to go, like as this one, a lot of people like to go down this alley, a lot of people like to go throw stuns and throw grenades, and it's just fun to experiment with Black Ops. It's fun to experiment with Call of Duty, and I think it's also fun to experiment with video games in general. But there's some that you just can't, because they're so boring, and you probably know which games I'm talking about. But aside from that, a lot of the times when I'm playing domination, I'm not really going for flags, because I'm more of a slayer, as you would say. But coming from a competitive background, it's the reason I really don't go for flags or play objective games is because I used to do that almost all the time. Actually, I never really played Team Deathmatch back when I used to play COD 4 and World at War and Modern Warfare 2. because I was just getting tired of it. But now when I do play, I'm getting more of the kills, and most of the time when I do play objective-based game types, we win anyway because I provide usually Blackbird. I mean, that's one rule I set to myself, that if I'm going to play an objective game type, I have to use Blackbird so I can contribute a little. And speaking of the objectives, you'll see here that I could have clearly captured A. I'm going to point it out, I could have probably captured A this whole time, but what I'm doing is I'm setting a point to where the enemy thinks that they're comfortable. So what I'm doing is the enemy thinks that no one is at A right now, and because they think that if someone's at A, they're going to capture it, you know? So by me not capturing it, I let the other people on the enemy team feel a little bit more comfortable. And I only got one kill by doing this, but it was a sniper that I could barely even make out. But it still works. Sometimes what I like to do is I like to not, let's say I'm playing Search and Destroy, I like to not plant, and I like to see, because sometimes when I'm defending, I know that for a fact that I sometimes run by the bomb just to make sure no one's there. And so sometimes when I'm playing Search and Destroy, Demolition, or something like that, I'll let them see what they do, see them set up, and then I'll take them out, plant. But sometimes that always doesn't work, so you have to be really decisive as to when you're gonna do all these tactics. And in the end, sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it does work, but it's a good tactic that I like to use, and it's pretty fun too to trick the enemy team. It feels good. You can see right here I switched to FAMAS, and ever since they nerfed it, I'm telling you guys, I've seen so many less FAMAS. I don't know if that's right vocabulary, but I've seen there's not as many people using FAMAS as there used to be back in, a month ago, and it's kind of sad, that so many people relied on the FAMAS to do good. But I'm not gonna bash people for using the FAMAS. I'm gonna bash people for not trying different guns. As you can see right here, I didn't even get a hit with it, so I just switched to G11. And right here, I really like what I did. What I did is I didn't rush him because I knew he was expecting me, so I just threw a stun, let him know that I'm still there, and I let him come to me. As you can see, I got I didn't only get that kill, but I think I got 2 more. I'm not really positive though. I'm not really talking about what I do at the time. I'm talking about the strategies that I'm doing, because like I've said before, I want to help you guys out to get the most enjoyment out of Call of Duty you can. And by getting enjoyment out of Call of Duty, I think is the best way you can do it is by quite frankly either playing with friends or being good at the game. I mean, I don't enjoy going negative every game. I enjoy doing good, as you'll see in this video. And right here, I think I took out about 3 people with the G11 Power Scope. It's kind of underrated. It's sometimes it can be good, sometimes it can't be. It's not. I really wouldn't call it a scope. I just call it like well, I guess you could call it a scope, but like it's sort of, it's sort of like an ACOG scope, an extreme ACOG scope in my mind. And you'll notice that here I get shot down by the helicopter, or I get shot down by the people. I really never use helicopters because they were after Modern Warfare 2, I didn't really like them because everyone hated them and everything. But they don't seem that much of a bad thing anymore. People don't really bash attack helicopters or chopper gunners or even gunships as much as they do Ghost or something like that. And the game's ending, guys. So if you have any video suggestions, please leave it. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.